Hi everybody, how are you all doing? I hope that you all are doing fine. Okay, so today we'll be having irregular past tense. Okay, so first off, you log in using the aplusstudent.com. Then you move on to click on your name, so you can always find your names here. Then we go to the grade we're working on, which is grade 2. And then we go check on the chapter, which is the irregular past tense. So irregular past. Okay, so we have 6 lessons from this, but we will do the first 3 lessons, and then from the next lesson, we will complete the remaining. Okay, all right. So the first one we will have is identify the irregular past group 1. Mm, So I hope that you all can hear me clearly. Okay, so we'll start from the identify the irregular past group 1. So most verbs are regular in the past tense. This means you form a rule like add ed or add d to get the past tense form of the verb. Some verbs are irregular in the past. That means you don't form a rule. Instead, you must remember the past tense form of the verb. Okay? So the we have the regular and then we have the irregular. Okay? So just like this, for example, the regular says we can have the normal ed. Okay, so the regular has the normal ed in the past tense, but then the irregular does not have the normal ed. It doesn't follow the same rule. You have to remember the past tense form of the verb. Just like we're gonna have eat. When we have eat, the past tense really was ate. Okay, but then for the regular we could have bake, and then we can have baked in past tense with ed. We could have and then ran for the irregular. Okay, we can have what else can we have for the regular? We can have jump, jumped. Then we can have swim, swam. We can have dance, danced. Okay, so this is it for the regular. The regular follows a particular rule. You have to add the ed at the end to show that it is past tense. But the irregular does not follow the rule. It has what? Eat, ate, run, ran, swim, swam. So you have to be the one to be able to remember the past tense form of the verb. Okay, you have to remember the past tense format of the verb. All right, so we just go by the game. Most verbs are regular in the past tense. That means you follow a rule like add ed or add d to get the past tense form. So that's what we did here. We had ed. Okay, we added d for baked, we added ed for jumped, and we added d for danced, right? And then some verbs are regular in the past tense, right? That means you don't follow a rule. Instead, you must remember the past tense form of the verb. You don't follow a rule, you must remember the past tense form. Just like this now, we don't follow a rule. We cannot put eated like this. We cannot say eated. No, it's wrong. But rather we say ate. Okay? We cannot say run. We say ran. Swim, swam. We cannot say swamped, swimmed with ed. Okay? So that's irregular. The irregulars do not follow the rules, so you have to be the one that remembers them. Okay? Okay, so we have Luz did his homework. Did is the irregular past tense of do. So you cannot say dude with ed like this. You cannot say this. No, no, you can only say did to show the past tense of do. Okay? Okay. Which sentence is in the past? She gets a yellow ball. So now you solve. Both sentence uses a form of the verb get. The first sentence uses the verb got, which is the past tense form of get. So it is irregular. So now we have for get, and we cannot say getted like this. No. Instead, you're gonna say got. Okay, so when you get something, then it is got. Okay. Mm. So yeah, that's it. Mm. The boy gives his dog water. So we're checking some examples now, which sentence is in the past tense. The boy gives his dog water, right? So what are we gonna say? For give is gonna be gave. So when you have gave, okay, that's the so it's gonna be like give, then gave. You cannot say give with ed. No, it's gonna be gave to show past. Okay, all right. Which sentence is in the past? I see frogs in the pond. So for see, it's usually gonna be see saw. You cannot say seed with d. No, it is saw for the past tense. Okay, so that's it. I hope that you guys get me so far. Hi, hi. What's your name? Kanisa. Okay, hi Kanisa. So, which sentence is the past tense? We have she gets. Gets is gonna be got. Mix. Yeah. So for mix, when you have mix, it's gonna be make, made. Okay. You cannot say make like this with ed. No, it to show the past. And then fly, you cannot say flight. No, it is gonna be flew for past. Okay, so the flew is what you say for the past tense. Okay, so we'll move on to the test now. You can send in your answers. If you know the answer, you can send in your answer or the chat. Okay, let's make it interactive. So now we have which sentence is in the past tense? Mandy found pennies on the ground. Mandy finds penny on the ground. So is it gonna be the first one or the second? If you're here, you can actually interact, like send in your answers. Okay, send in your answer. Let's see. Let's see if you all are here. So is anyone here? Okay, so I guess that you guys are not here and you don't want to interact. So, which sentence is in the past? Finds is what? Finds is not in the past, it is found. So, if you're gonna have find, it will be found. Found for the past because it is irregular. Okay? The answer is the first one. Okay, thanks, Dad. The first one. So, yeah, the first one found. Okay. Then we have which sentence is in the past? The girls got ready to go. The girls get ready to go. So what can be the answer here now? What can be the answer here? Is it gonna be got or gets for the past tense? What can be the answer here? Is it gonna be the first or the second? Is it get or got for past tense? So it's just like this here. I gave an example. Yes, gave. Okay. Yes, get and got. Okay. So got shows that it's what past tense. First one, yeah, got. Which is in the past. In the band we had band we hear all. So is it gonna be head or here? Head or here for the past tense? Head or here. If you wanna write, you can just put one or two. So one meaning the first and two meaning the second. So what do you think is the right answer? What's the right answer? One or two? So heard or hear for past tense. So actually it's the first one. Yeah, the first one head, okay? So we have head for the past. That's the first one. So it's this one. Head. Now the birds flew above the river, the birds fly above the river. So we're trying to find the past tense. So I wrote this already before too. It's gonna be flew because it's in the irregular tense. So we have flew. Then the birds sang in the daytime, the birds sing in the daytime. So we have sang and we have sing. So which is the past tense? Okay, so sing is like present and then sang is in the past. Okay, so sang. So we have sang. Sang. Mom told me a secret. Mom tells me a secret. Okay. Mom told me a secret. Mom tells me a secret. Okay, the first one, yeah, okay, guys. All right. So mom told me a secret. Mom tells me a secret. So told is the past of tell because it's in the irregular formats. Okay. So you all tell me, do you have any questions? Do you understand this? Okay. Do you understand this? Do you have any questions? Do you understand it? Yes or no? You can tell me if you understand, you put yes. If you don't, you put no on the chat so I can explain again. So yeah. Do you guys understand? Yes or no? Yes, yes or no? Then we'll move on to the next lesson. Okay. So moving on to the next one, it's the identify irregular past tense group two. Okay, so I hope that you guys understand the group one. Try to finish up the lesson if you are not done yet. Okay, so try to finish if you are not done with that yet. Okay, so this is the group two. Most verbs are regular, the past tense. That means you follow a rule like add ed or d. Yes, just like how I've explained in the first part of it. Most verbs are regular. Okay, and you can just add ed or d. Okay. Okay, so like I was saying, most of them are regular at the E, D, and D, and then the ones that are irregular, they have their own pattern. So you have to follow the pattern. Okay, just like how I've explained here, we have the eat, we have the ate, the run, the ran, swim and swam, bake and baked, jumped, ju- jumped and jumped is for the regular. Okay, and then we have do and okay. So that's it for the. Just hold on a bit. Okay, so um, which sentence is in the past? I feel a bit sick. I feel a bit sick. Of the past should be felt. So for feel, we have felt. Okay, so for feel, we have felt. And then my new parent hold the baby. Hold. So when you have hold, you're gonna have wait, this is T held. Okay, because they have their own pattern and you need to follow the pattern in which they walk. So yeah, the children begin school this year. So when we have begin, we're gonna have began. So began, held, felt, all these are the past. Okay, so we have leave and it's gonna be left. So leave, left. You cannot have anything like lived, no, or um beginned, no, holded, no, filled, no. So all these are wrong. This is the right answer that you have. Left, began, held, felt. So we have says, and says it's gonna be said. This is the past of say. Then fall, fell. We have fall, fell. Okay. Okay, so that's basically it. It's just like the same thing that we've done so far. So moving on. You guys can send in your answer if you know them. So we have which sentence is in the past tense? We have Ben rocks into the pond. Ben threw rocks into the pond. So is it gonna be the first or the second? So you all, is it the first or the second? The first or the second? So what's our answer? So it's gonna be true. So we have a past tense. After breakfast, I leave my house. I left my house. Okay, thanks. After breakfast, I left house or I leave my house. So is it gonna be leave or left? Leave or left? So it will be um left. Um, which sentence is in the past? We have the wind, the strong wind blows our hair, the strong wind blew our hair. So is it gonna be blew or blow? So it's blew, blew. So we have begin and began. The children begin school next year. The children began school this year. So it's gonna be began because we're talking about the past. Then is it keeps or kept? Keeps or kept? So keeps is present and then kept is past. Because of course we cannot have kept with ed, no. We have kept. Okay. We have fell and fall. So what is it? Is it fell? So fell is the right answer. Okay. So the first word is gonna be fell. Past tense. Okay. So that's basically it for the group two. So you can try to finish up the rest of the question. We have 30 questions and we've gotten up to page 7. So since we're up to page 7, you have about 23 left. So you try to finish up if you've not done this lesson yet. So now we're gonna have the form and use irregular past tense exercise one. So now you are forming them. It's just like make sentence. Okay. Remember that some irregular past tense they do not follow the rule. Instead, you have to be able to remember them. On the other hand, the regular they follow the rule. They have the ed or the d after. So yeah. Complete the sentence with the verb in past tense, right? So now this one you need to be the one to complete it. So you have to be one to be able to figure out the past. Okay, we have Dale dash his kite at the park. So it says leave for the present, right? So is it gonna be left or lived? So are we going to be having, of course no, it's gonna be left since it is leave. So left. Then I shouldn't have dashed my flashlight at home. So we have I shouldn't have leave. Okay, so it's gonna shouldn't have left. Also, I shouldn't have left. I dash mom that I wanted to go home. I tell mom. So if you have tell, you cannot have told. No, so you're gonna have told for the past tense because of course the regular they have their own pattern. So told. So Ivan dash the airplane take off. Here, what we have here, we're gonna have heard. We cannot have no. Nope. Then this one is old, and then mom leaves for work. Left. Okay. So yeah. So that's basically it, guys. All you need to do is just know the difference between the and okay, feel. We have feel. So feel is felt. You cannot say felt. Okay. Okay, so that's it for this one. This one all you need to do is to be able to create the sentence because you're gonna have the option. So you should be able to figure out the right one. So you can send in your answers, do this together. Anna dash hear the band playing. Is it head or here? Hears or head? Which one? The first or second? So you can put one or two. So if you want us to know if it's one or two, one will be for the first and then two for the second. So you can choose your answer. So is it the first or the second one, guys? Be interactive. Share your answers, share your ideas. So what's our answer? Head. Okay, good job. So second one, head. And next one we have tell. So is it tell or told? What's the option? What's the right answer? Share your answers. So is it told? Share your answers so that I'm sure that you know what you're doing. First or second one. So it's gonna be told, the second one, okay? So told. So feel. Is it feel or felt? Of course, it's gonna be the second one, which is felt. Then I shouldn't have leave my flashlight at home. And we're talking about the past. So what is gonna be the right one? Right answer for the past for this one. Is it leave left? Which one? Okay. It is left. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the boy dashed that he wanted to go home. Says or said? What is this one? Is it say or said? Past tense. Left. Okay, good on the chat. And then this one. What is this one? So this is gonna be said. Oh yes, thank you, said. Okay, for this one, is it keeps or kept? So keep, keeps or kept? Kept or keeps? Which one is your right answer? It's gonna be kept. Okay. Then even dash here the airplane takes off. Is it gonna be here or head? So it's gonna be head, 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 head. Just tell me a funny story. So is it funny, told or tells? It's told. Told because it's past tense. Okay, so that's basically it for this. It's just this pattern. If you follow the pattern, that's all. You'll be able to figure out your answer. Okay, just follow the pattern, knowing that the regular you add the ed or d, but the irregular you do not add anything. You just have to be able to figure out the right answer for the irregular. You have to remember the right one, that is the irregular answer. Okay, and that way you can get it going, okay, and you can understand. All right, before we end now, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to ask me questions. You can leave your questions on the chat if you have any. Leave your questions on the chats. So you can leave your questions on the chats. What questions do you have? It could be from anything from these or from any lesson that you've done so far and you don't understand. You can ask me. Can ask me any question. Okay, so you can ask any questions that you have. Ask your questions if you have any, and I will answer you. Okay, so I gave you all 5 minutes to ask me questions, but I guess that you all have no question. So that's it for irregular past tense. Okay, try to finish the lesson if you have, and then from the next class we're gonna do the remaining. Okay, we'll start from the exercise 2. Okay, so you all have good night and see you next time. Bye.